All right, guys, what is up? It is your boy, Deluxe Man, coming up here to give you your live, baby, Raw review for August the 24th of 2015, as well as my SummerSlam review that I did not do last night because I didn't watch the entire show. I watched the entire show tonight before Raw started. So I am up here, guys, to give you my thoughts on the show overall, give you my grade about it, and just really put the books on SummerSlam 2015 so we can move on. So down below in the comment section, give me your thoughts about SummerSlam and give me your thoughts about Raw as well. And since I'm doing two reviews, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with SummerSlam. You got my reaction last night. My reaction was pretty much a cold reaction based off of what I saw. I didn't really watch every single match and really get the experience of SummerSlam. And although I'm pretty much watching it knowing the results beforehand, I admit that. And that might have affected my, enjoyment of the show. But despite all that, I think I can still give a good synopsis of how SummerSlam was or how it came across. And I'm sorry, to me, SummerSlam 2015 has to be one of the weakest SummerSlams we've gotten since 2010. Yeah, since 2010. I thought this show really lacked a lot of finality. It just feels like, because this is SummerSlam, by the way. This is SummerSlam. I'm not saying every single match has to, end at SummerSlam. We can carry stuff over past SummerSlam. However, I still kind of feel like if this was supposed to be WrestleMania for the summer, it sure as hell didn't feel like it. It felt like your average WWE pay-per-view. And it's SummerSlam. There's a lot of elements that went into that. It wasn't just the matches either. Because I will say this. The wrestlers tried. The wrestlers tried to make SummerSlam work. But WWE, man, I don't know who is booking this, who is booking these shows. They need some help. They need some work. Because this entire show was ruined by the finishes. Good matches. Could have been a really good show. But terrible finishes. Just ruined it. So before I get into my review, like me on Facebook, subscribe, like me here on YouTube, and of course, donate to my Patreon if you would like to improve the viewing experience here on Deluxe Man. I'm just gonna make this quick because, quite frankly, not much needs to be said. Randy Orton versus Sheamus, average match. If you've seen any of the Randy Orton Sheamus matches, this one was a little bit above that quality, just like an inch above. And I did like that Sheamus finally beat Randy Orton. I think this is like one of the only wins Sheamus has over Randy Orton, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he has beaten before, but this is like a rare opportunity where Sheamus beats Randy Orton clean, and it's actually kind of cool. So, Sheamus beats Randy Orton. Nice to see. Love the tag team match. I thought the tag team match was one of the best parts of the show because of the New Day. New Day has gone full-blown awesomeness with this delusional preacher gimmick that they got going on. It's so awesome. They have owned their stereotype. I love the fact that New Day is taking what the WWE is giving them and just going full-blown with it. They are a stereotype tag team. They are a full black stereotype, ghetto, preacher, dancing, shucking and jiving, all kinds of crap, black tag team, but they've owned it. They have taken it and they are running with it, and I love it. It is just a fun time watching the New Day go out there, make us hate them, make us want to see them get beat up, but ultimately entertaining us. And I love that. But Fatal 4-Way, primetime players, Los Matadores, Lucha Dragons, and New Day. Very good match. All four tag teams, but all 8 competitors look great. So New Day being tag team champions is the right thing to do. I'm sorry, they're the best tag team in WWE. Well, by the end of SummerSlam, they were. When I get to Raw, that does change. But love that match. And then I think we got Ziggler versus Rusev. This one was a good match. This one could have been a really good match. One of the best matches of the show. It had a crappy finish. Why would you end a match like this in a double countout? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. None at all. It really brought down the quality of the match because it's like a good movie with a bad ending. I hate that. So double countout. Ultimately, it meant nothing. All that hard work just got shit on because of that ending. It did. Then we got let me make sure I go in the right order. Is it the IC Championship? I think it is. I want to be sure because I had the list right here, and it is not the IC Championship. It is in fact Stephen Amell, not Green Arrow, by the way, which is stupid. I thought we brought Stephen Amell in to be Green Arrow to fight Stardust or feud with Stardust. But no, it's Stephen Amell and Neville versus Stardust and King Barrett. Whatever. If it was just, here's my thing. Stephen Amell was awesome. We didn't get enough of Stephen Amell. I thought the match honestly should have just been Stephen Amell versus Stardust. I would have just loved it to be a singles match, and it would have been awesome. But no, it was carried pretty much by Neville, Stardust, and Wade Barrett, and Stephen Amell had, spurts of awesomeness in there. I'm not saying he would have had a great match, but honestly, he was doing such a great job. I felt like it should have been a one-on-one match. Why not? But we got a tag team match, and it just came across as average. But there you go. And then the IC Championship was piss poor. It sucked. Okay, Ryback should have dominated Big Show and Miz like he's done before in the past. But no, Ryback has to sneak up a victory after Big Show knocks out the Miz and then Ryback pins him for the win. What the hell? Why not just have him dominate them and beat him? Easy, done. No, he has to sneak a victory because Big Show. I didn't like that match at all. It was very slow. I didn't think it was all that good. Tag team match, Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Oh, no, not yet. That could happen in the future, but sorry. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. It was average. And the reason why I say it's average now, because we got the exact same match on Raw. So it tainted this match for me, honestly. I didn't like it all that much. It was okay. The crowd reacted very well to Dean Ambrose, and they booed Roman Reigns. I think at this point, booing Roman Reigns is just a cool thing to do. There is no reason to boo him anymore. We booed him during the WrestleMania season because we didn't want him to win the championship. And we wanted Daniel Bryan to win it. So we booed him during that time. Made a lot of sense. This is just fans. I don't know if they're still sore over that because I've gotten over it. Maybe the fans just feel like he's like John Cena. As I spit on my screen, I apologize for that. But maybe fans feel like he's John Cena. Or he's going to be the next John Cena and treat him like such. Wherever the case, Reigns and Ambrose win because average. It's just average after average after average after average kinds of matches. Honestly, the show didn't really feel like a show or like SummerSlam until John Cena versus Seth Rollins happened. And that was a good match. First off, I loved Seth Rollins' get up. I love the Mordecai / White Ranger get up he had. That one comes from Schlag Daddy. I actually think I agree with that one. But I was thinking more of Mordecai. I like that. But it looked great on him. I liked it. The match was good. Very good. I didn't think it was like 4-star or anything great. Just a good match. Very fun. They went out there and had the best match they could in front of Brooklyn, and Brooklyn ate it up. The finish with Jon Stewart coming in and screwing over John Cena. Yeah. Didn't make sense then. Not going to say it kind of makes sense now, even after his explanation on Raw. But it just kind of felt like, okay. But here's my thing. Despite Jon Stewart's random-ass heel turn that led to nothing, Seth Rollins needed this victory. His championship reign was doo-doo up to this point. They salvaged the entire reign by having him beat John Cena. Dirty. Wasn't clean. Oh, no. He's not going to beat him clean. He beat him dirty. And it was glorious, man. This is the kind of stuff heels need to do. This is the kind of victories that he needs. This was a big victory for Seth Rollins, and now he is your double United States and World Heavyweight Champion. First one ever to do it. I love it. Ride it out. Ride this baby out. Let him hold that. Well, let him hold both championships for as long as he can. You know, I would love for this to build into, and hopefully one day it will be. It won't happen in Night Champions, unfortunately. But I would love for this to build to a fatal four-way for the United States Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. One day. Hopefully. It's not going to happen in Night Champions, though. Unfortunately. Beggars can't be choosers. But good match. One of my favorites of the show. We got the Divas. 9 Divas. 3-way elimination tag. It was average. You know, when you have these girls fight in tag team matches for a month straight on Raw and SmackDown, it gets boring. It gets tiresome. And like the fans did tonight on Raw, it really just bores the hell out of fans. You need to tell stories with these girls. You have to have them in feuds, have them in storylines. You got to do something different with them instead of just having matches. It was okay for the first few weeks because we were just getting used to them. Now it feels like we're not even telling stories. They're just having matches. This isn't a revolution. Okay? And I was fine with it because I thought fans were just getting used to new characters, but now fans just want more. The fans want more than just matches. And this match, honestly, was just the match. Team Bad got taken out really quickly. Made sense because Sasha Banks had a great match at NXT TakeOver, but they just got taken out really quickly. And then it was Team P.C.B. versus Team Bella, and it was okay. It was decent, but we've seen this match many times before, and fans are just sick of it. Team P.C.B. won because Becky Lynch pinned Brie Bella after a terrible drop kick off the top rope. Just terrible. It was just average. Fans want more now. I will say Kevin Owens versus Cesaro was definitely one of the best matches of the night. Those two went out there and killed each other. What a good match. Just fun. Just a fun, clean, no-nonsense match. They went out there, wrestled well, the crowd loved it, Cesaro was awesome, Kevin Owens was awesome, and it was a very good match. Owens gets a freaking win, finally. After he lost to John Cena, like, I'm not even going to say Money in the Bank. Well, okay, I was going to say Battleground, but I think he lost to Finn Balor a few weeks before that. So since he lost to Finn Balor, he's been losing all his matches. So this was a nice rebound victory for him in a very good match. Hopefully it goes somewhere. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but we'll see what happens. But definitely one of my favorite matches. And then we got Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. And you got my opinions of this match in my reaction video, so I won't waste your time. An excellent match, great stories told, and just an all-around great performance by both Undertaker and Lesnar. Definitely better than WrestleMania 30. I find it funny that this match is the complete opposite of WrestleMania 30's match in every single way. Not only is it a better match, not only did both of them look great, not only did it have a story, like a great build to it, and WrestleMania 30 didn't. WrestleMania 30 is known for the finish. That's all it has. Lesnar versus Taker at WrestleMania 30 is known for the finish because he broke the streak. The finish, in this case, fucked up this match. The ending is what screwed up what could have been one of the best matches of the show, probably this year, if it had a strong finish. What sense did it make to have... Okay, so here comes Taker. Taker is in the Kimura lock. He taps out. Fans see it. The camera sees it. And the ring announcers... No, not the ring announcer. The freaking timekeeper, the bell ringer, whatever. Whoever rings the freaking bell. Rings the bell without the official telling them to ring the bell. Who does that? That's not how it works. He should have been fired. It should have been fired. Okay, that right there made no sense. That was never addressed. And then Taker low blows Lesnar, and then he makes him pass out to the Hell's Gate. That wasn't the issue. Here's my thing. If all they did was have, a ref bump, and then Taker cheats by a low blow or multiple low blows or using a weapon and just has to go outside of his norm and cheat to beat Brock Lesnar and then make him pass out to the Hell's Gate. Okay, you're telling the same story, but with a more definitive win. Taker just wins dirty. He has to cheat to beat Lesnar, a guy he could not beat clean. He has proven he can't beat Brock Lesnar clean. He has to cheat to beat him. That makes Lesnar look strong. It makes Lesnar look like a beast when people have to cheat to beat him. But what WWE did in this match was both of them won. Lesnar won unofficially and Taker won officially. Because Taker tapped. He tapped. It was over. The referee, no, not the referee, the cameraman showed him tapping out. And then after the match, the referee saw the replay, reversed the decision. Lesnar won. Why is it that when it's storyline convenient, WWE will use the replays to reverse decisions when they want to? But in this case, nah, nope. It doesn't matter if we see the replay. We're not going to reverse it. What kind of bullshit is that? It's just stupid. Just dumb finish. Because WWE didn't want either one of them losing. So why do the match? Why do the match? I'm sorry. I can't say this match was one of the best matches I've seen. I think it was a match that could have been. And this SummerSlam is an example of the main event. This could have been a very good This could have been a very good SummerSlam if it was booked better with strong finishes, with better finishes, with storytelling. Instead, it really did come across what I thought it was booked like. Just a random ass show with no real direction afterwards. So overall, I'm gonna give SummerSlam a C. It's like I enjoyed a lot on the show for the wrong reasons, some, and some for the right reasons. But I also was just put off by a lot. People who say this was a 4-hour Raw, yeah, I'm inclined to believe that. You know, I'm inclined to lean towards that. I wouldn't even call this... Can I call it pay-per-view quality? I guess I can, based off of WWE's quality of pay-per-views this year. However, I still feel like this was a disappointing outing, especially following NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn was SummerSlam to me. This show was just average. I wouldn't watch it again. I'm sorry. When a show entertains you, but you're not willing to watch it again, it's a C, okay? It was good for what it was in some aspects, but honestly, this is not a show I think people should go back and watch. So that was SummerSlam. Let's go ahead and talk about Raw now, because I really want to get into this show. First off, one last thing. I got to make this rant as well. WWE, stop having your pay-per-views look the exact same as Raw and SmackDown. I don't care if you have Raw and SmackDown have the exact same set, although that too is lazy. I don't like that. But if you're going to do it, whatever. Okay. Your pay-per-views need to look different, especially SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series. Don't have every single pay-per-view look the exact same with the exact same sets. Get creative, please. Please, be creative. NXT is creative. Nothing spectacular about. Here's the thing: NXT setup wasn't even like great or spectacular. It was simple with a few adjustments that made it stand out. Do that with your pay-per-view set. Stop making everything seem lazy. And I feel like that also added to the idea that SummerSlam just felt like a Raw because it looked like a Raw. Don't you think? But speaking of Raw, let's talk about Raw. So, Raw for August 24th of 2015. This was better than SummerSlam. I think this show did a lot more than SummerSlam did to keep my interest in the show going forward. There were some low points, and we'll get to those low points in a second, because I know a lot of you want me to talk about the Diva segment. I will talk about that. But first, let's talk about Mr. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, who opened up the show. And, the promo was cool. Did I just crack my voice? You know. Sorry about that. Man, I get the story. Paul Heyman and Lesnar are pissed off. Heyman disputes the ending to SummerSlam and argues Lesnar made Taker tap out, which he did. He got screwed. And every fan was behind Lesnar. And it just confirmed to me that, yeah, I guess they are going to turn Taker here. Here? They're going to turn Taker. I can't speak right now. They're going to turn Taker heel. They're going to turn Taker heel. Okay? Which is fine. I mean, it's different. It's a new direction for Taker, and I actually want to see that happen. I don't want to see it happen at WrestleMania 32. Hell in a Cell, okay. Hell in a Cell is the point it should happen. And he will be back by October, so I think we're going to get it in Hell in a Cell. Fine. Okay, do it in Hell in a Cell and be done with it. Please. Thank you. But yeah, they acknowledged Taker passing out on his way backstage. And Lesnar and Heyman were just getting pops after pops after pops in front of Brooklyn. They were just working that crowd to the point that Lesnar literally was amped up, and Paul Heyman made the challenge that they're going to do a rematch tonight. The crowd got behind it, although knowing Taker wasn't there. He wasn't there. But what we got instead of Taker was Bo Dallas. Yes, believe. And guys, this was awesome. Bo is awesome. Bo is one of the most underused talents on that roster. He has found this gimmick. He has found this character that is just a joy to watch. I just love seeing him go out there and eat his fucking crow. He just speaks a lot of shit and talks a lot of mess, but he does it with a smile, and I love that. That is really awesome. Jesus Christ, it's so great. But, you know, he gets into the ring, and as you would know, Lesnar kills him. No, he didn't beat him up. He killed him. Okay, Bo Dallas is now dead. Rest in peace. We believed in you, but it was over. I believe that you're dead now. But, yeah, it was a massacre. He suplexed his ass all over the place because Lesnar was pissed off and he needed to beat someone up. And I love the fact that Paul Heyman kept making him go back and making him go back and making him go back to do more suplexes. And the crowd was eating it up. It was a great, great way to open up the show. It was something different. It led into something for the future. I loved it. It's great. And then we got... Oh man, this is awesome. We got the New Day versus the Lucha Dragons. New Day comes out singing again, just like they did last night at SummerSlam. And by the way, they're not bad. They actually got some pipes on them. But Xavier Woods came out with a trombone, and he's not bad on the trombone either. It was actually kind of good. But they were serenading themselves with like a jazz piece, and they just stole the show. They were just entertaining, and Brooklyn loved them. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. It was great, man. It's just entertaining. I just love to hate the New Day, but I love being entertained by them too, man. It was a good match too. I thought Lucha Dragons and New Day had a really good match. And Xavier Woods, by the end of the match, man, when they hit their double team finisher on was it Callisto? It was Callisto. Xavier Woods was playing the Requiem on his trombone. That was da 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 da. It was great. But that wasn't the best part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment that makes me happy to be a wrestling fan, because as soon as the match is over, fireworks shoot down, boom, and the Dudley Boys run out. That is right. The Dudley Boys came back tonight on Raw. Bubba Ray and Devon returned to WWE. A great moment to witness. That crowd erupted. I erupted. Man, it was just awesome seeing them back, and they both can still work. Ran to the ring and just beat up the New Day. Just kicked their asses. Bubba did a tribute to Dusty Rhodes with the bionic elbow, and they did the whole what's that headbutt. That was awesome. And then, of course, the classic Devon, get the tables. It's just awesome, man. And then, of course, a 3D, an awesome 3D to Xavier Woods. Mark out moment, mark out central. They even got face-to-face with the primetime players. If these guys are going to be like the veterans of the tag team division, I think WWE's tag team division is about to see some awesome new days. We already see some division, some tag team division growth on NXT, because they're going to bring in new tag teams for the initiative and then maybe move some other tag teams up to NXT. I think, well, because NXT is better than WWE, excuse me. Move some other tag teams up to WWE. Sorry about that. Oh, man, it's just, I love this. This is great. And I'm happy they're finishing their career in WWE. Now, if we can get Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle needs to get his ass back to WWE. take the schedule for at least a year, dude, and you'll be fine. I swear. But this was an awesome segment. And then, of course, Triple H and Stephanie plan to surprise Seth Rollins with a statue of himself tonight. I completely forgot about the statue thing until they brought it up. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, that's right. They were going to give him a statue if he actually beat John Cena. I guess he's getting a statue. And then we got a rematch from last night. See, guys, I hate this right here. I hate that we do rematches the very next night after a show for no reason. But then we got a reason for it. So we did Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. My only issue is, why didn't we just set it up better? Why couldn't Bray Wyatt ask for a rematch? Or why couldn't, you know, it be set up better somehow? It just happened. But it was literally the same match from last week with a better ending. This is what I was... If we had got this last night at SummerSlam, my God, it would have been awesome. So this guy came out. This big man comes out after the lights go out, you know, and he just appears in this black sheep mask. And he's called the Black Sheep. And his name is Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman. And he just wipes out Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. They could do nothing to him. It was glorious. He's a freaking beast, a monster. And see, this is what I've been wanting for Bray Wyatt. He's a follower. They're followers. He's a preacher. He's supposed to have followers. He's supposed to have this idea of he can manipulate and turn people to his side. And the fact that he got this big muscle-bound guy to join his agenda makes him look even better, and he wiped out Roman Reigns. So we continue the feud now. We can continue the feud because we added something different, adding more to the story. I appreciate that. And I feel like now the Wyatt family is now starting to get back to relevance. It hasn't gotten all the way back there yet, but it's getting there. Some fans were kind of pissed off it wasn't Leo Kruger. Whatever. Adam Rose can be happy being in a gay tag team. If that's what he wants to be. All right. But, yeah, man, I felt like the first hour of Raw, fantastic. First hour was great. And then we got to the second hour, and this is where we park and talk about the Divas. So we had Divas Revolution on Miz TV. Miz was over in Brooklyn for some particular reason because I don't fucking know. But, yeah, Miz was over, and then we had the P.C.B. come out, Charlotte, Paige, and Becky, and they preached about being in the era of female athletes. And the days of pretty faces are over. Cool. The Twins come out to refute the argument, and Nikki reminds us that she's 3 weeks away from beating AJ Lee's record. And then Becky Lynch gets on the microphone and she just rips them apart. You know, Becky Lynch has more charisma than, yeah, pretty much all 3 of the people on Team Bella. Alicia Fox, Brie, and Nikki. Well, to be fair, Paige, Becky, and Charlotte have more charisma than all 3 of them. But, you know, I just think it's funny that we are currently at 7 weeks. 7 weeks that Nikki Bella hasn't defended the belt. And before anybody says anything, yes, AJ Lee went a few months without defending the belt too, which I don't think is necessarily true. But whatever. If she did, that was bad too. Okay? She should have been stripped of the belt. I'm not going to defend AJ and say it's cool for AJ but not cool for Nikki. No, it was bad both ways. I agree with that. However, what makes this championship reign worse is that now we have competitors. Now we have females that the fans want to see. Back then, AJ was all we had. That was all we had with AJ. So we didn't bitch too much. It was like, well, at least he's on someone that's good. But now we have Charlotte, Becky, Paige, Sasha Banks, and these girls are outclassing all the female wrestlers on the main roster. So why does Nikki have the belt? Because AJ Lee is the longest reigning champion, and we have we have this stupid petty agenda to take that down because she's married to CM Punk. It's so stupid. And the fans see it. And because of that, and because of just stupid booking with the Divas all around, and fans are just being sick and tired of the Divas just having matches, not having storylines, and being told this is a Divas Revolution, but nothing's showing it. We got what was one of the worst parts of the show, and honestly something that really hurt me to watch as a wrestling fan and a supporter of the Divas. It was Team P.C.B. and Team Bella again, in a 6-woman tag. We've seen this too many times. Nothing's different. Nothing is advancing. They're just stagnant, having matches for no reason. Can we please get something in this division now? You had a month. You've done nothing but matches with them. Fans are sick of it, okay? I let it slide because I thought, you know, and this is the same guy that says give him 3 months, but I thought by now they would know, based off of Sasha Banks and Bayley having that awesome match, that look, it's time. It's time to do something different, okay? After seeing Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks have that awesome match, and then after seeing Bayley and Sasha, after seeing Sasha and Charlotte, after seeing Charlotte and Natalya, why are we still doing stupid matches like this? Repetitive matches that don't go anywhere on Raw. It's time out. It's time to stop this crap, okay? And because of that, guess what happened? The crowd turned on the match. Match was okay. It was decent because, honestly, I've seen it too many times before. It didn't really feel like much. And the girls tried so hard. They tried to make it work. But I'm sorry. You got to do something with them. You got to do something. Because what we got tonight was a reflection of WWE's bad booking. Paige, Becky, Charlotte, and I'll even say it, Nikki, Brie, and Alicia Fox, they didn't deserve this. They didn't deserve it. You know, this isn't a revolution if these girls are just going to be directionless and have heartless matches that don't go anywhere. Tell some freaking stories with these girls. Like you did with Trish Stratus and Lita. Like you did with Mickie James and Trish Stratus. Like you did with Alicia Fox and, oh God, I was going to say Alicia Fox and Melina. But like you did with Alicia Fox with the whole crazy girl that lasted for 2 months. I like that. Like you did with Bray and Stephanie McMahon. That was great. Like you did with, I can go on forever. I'd be here forever. Like China. Oh my God. Melina and Mickie James. Like Beth Phoenix. And do something with these girls, man. Tell stories with them. We want to see the Divas become something other than pretty faces that just go out there and waste time. Because that's what they're doing. Book new stuff. Put them over as individuals, not a team. Because honestly, as a team, nobody's getting over. None of them are getting over as a team. We're just cramming them all into one freaking segment and saying, here, more time with the Divas. No, we want individual time with each one of them, like they get on NXT. But in all honesty, I hate that Brooklyn did that to them. I do. However, I don't blame them. Because they're sick and tired of the Divas just being Divas. They want the Divas to be awesome. They want the Divas to match the males, and they can. It's one thing if they couldn't, but they can. Charlotte has proven to us she can have just as good of a match as any of the males. Sasha Banks has proven to us she can have just as good of a match as any of the males. Paige, Becky Lynch, and you know what? Probably Brie and Nikki. Brie had the best angle going for her with Stephanie last year, going to SummerSlam. But they have to care. It has to feel organic. So, if this is going to be a revolution, they have to take it seriously. And no, I'm done with the whole, okay, we're going to give it some time. I can't say it anymore because fans are sick of it. Fans are ready to say this is dead. Fans are at the point now where it's like, fuck the Divas. No, we got to do something now, okay? The fans are losing interest. Don't drop the ball on this. Don't drop the ball on this, okay? Night of Champions is coming up. Brie needs to, not Brie, Nikki, whatever. Nikki needs to lose that belt. She needs to lose it. Okay, take this seriously. It's time out. Fans are getting sick of it. It's time out. It's time to get serious with this now. Okay, give them storylines. Give them feuds. Give them something. Something. The match was okay, though. I didn't think it was bad, but circumstances just didn't allow it to be any good. Stardust went out and attacked Wade Barrett, and I think he was going to have a match with Neville, but it never happened. Yeah, that's literally what happened. They were going to have a tag match, I think, and then he attacked Wade Barrett, and then he ran to the back. Okay, whatever. All right. We got Jon Stewart coming out to explain. I just cracked my voice again. Explain why John Cena lost last night and why he screwed him over. And his explanation is he screwed John Cena over because he did not want him to beat Ric Flair's record. Okay. Cool. I would have been fine with it if it would have sat right there. Then they had Ric Flair come out to a huge pop, by the way. And then Ric Flair says he was rooting for John Cena to beat the record. Why the fuck would Ric Flair say that? Okay. If anything else, I would think the guy that would not want his streak to be, his record to be broken is Ric Flair. If he's the so-called greatest of all time, and wants to be known as the greatest of all time, why would he want John Cena to break his record? Y'all just tell him to go out there and say it just to shut fans up so you can do it and he won't get heat. Cena's going to get heat regardless because nobody wants to see Ric Flair's record broken. They cherish that stuff. They cherish his record. So don't try to convince fans to not like something they like. What kind of sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense. But Jon Stewart tried to apologize. Then John Cena comes out to massive boos. He rips Stewart for, I love this, for ruining John Cena's chance of making new stars with the United States Championship. Bullshit. You didn't make any new stars. You had great matches with the younger talent, and you did. But in terms of making new stars and establishing new talent, you didn't do anything with that. If anything, that United States Championship was pretty much used to make you look good. So don't give me that, oh, I'm trying to make new stars. No, you're not. That's a bunch of bullshit. It is a bunch of bullshit, but whatever. In the context of the story, it was supposed to help make new stars. Woo! It was not true. Woo! Ironically. And then Stewart tries to apologize, but John Cena AAs him. Hashtag sore loser. Hashtag sore loser. He got screwed and he had a reason to be angry, but hashtag sore loser anyways. You know what? The segment was fine. I didn't really hate it. I just feel like I'm just annoyed by WWE's constant attempts to make the fans go with their agenda. They're trying to make fans feel okay that John Cena can tie Ric Flair's record. You're not going to make them feel okay. So don't try to make him feel okay. Why would you want that? You know what? If you want Cena to beat the record, just beat the record. Just accept the fact that when Cena beats the record, he's not going to be liked. He's going to be booed. He already gets booed. Just accept it. It's going to happen. Just break the record and accept the boos. Just accept it. You want to make John Cena the greatest of all time to help your image, so just do it anyways. We got an 8-man tag. Ryback, Ziggler, Orton, and Cesaro versus Owens, Sheamus, Big Show, and Rusev. It was kind of random as hell. Very thrown together, but it was fun. For what it was, I mean, good action. Ziggler wore his Shawn Michaels HBK tights. That was really nice. Ryback looked cool. Orton looked great. Cesaro was over as hell. Owens was over as hell. Sheamus looked good. Rusev looked great. Big Show was okay. But for the most part, I mean, just nice drama, nice action. The crowd exploded for Lana when she tackled Summer Rae. That was great. I love that. But it was a fun match, man. I just enjoyed it for what it was. Orton wins with an RKO on Rusev after Big Show knocked him out. And then after the match, Owens and Rusev were pissed off at Big Show, and they beat him up. Everyone just beats up Big Show. Rusev super kicks him. Owens cannonballs him. And then the other team gets in there. Ziggler super kicks him. And then I think it's Cesaro and Ryback who lift Big Show up and then throw him to Randy Orton, who RKOs him. That was a cool spot. That was awesome. I like that. So it was a fun match. And then we ended with Seth Rollins' unveiling of his statue. He talks about how, you know, he's the greatest champion of all time and how he proved it and how he's emotional now that he's going to be alongside Bruno Sammartino and Andre the Giant, all these other legends and stuff like that. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm happy for him. And then at the end of it, the curtain raises. And instead of a statue, it is Sting. Yep, Sting, ladies and gentlemen. All right, then. You know what? In terms of the match itself, I think it'll be a good match. I think, honestly, the reason I'm kind of meh about it is because Sting came back and lost to Triple H, and now he gets a championship shot. He didn't. The art of building up people to championships, they just don't exist in WWE anymore. They just have agendas. They had Sting lose to Triple H and then brought him back to feud with Seth Rollins randomly because, fuck it, I don't know. There's history there. I get it. He has history with Triple H, and he wants to get back at him to get by getting the championship off of Seth Rollins. I got that. I understand that you can make a story out of it. It just right now it kind of feels like it's like, okay, fine, whatever. We're just doing this because we had nothing else for Seth Rollins, I suppose. I just wish they would build more people up to that championship. That's it. Just build them up. Just make them work for it. But I'm not saying that Sting and Rollins won't be a good feud. It could be the exact feud that Rollins needs right now. I just kind of feel like, storytelling, again, is lacking when it comes to it. And that's WWE, period. Storytelling lacks until storytelling falls into their hands. And sometimes they'll make it work, and other times they won't. Overall, great opening segment. Great return by the Dudley Boys. A good debut by Braun Strowman. So a great first hour of Raw. First hour was great. Divas looked like crap this week. Not to their, own. Not to say it was their fault. It was WWE and the crappy booking. It was, and it was. I think we all agree that it was not the WWE, not the Divas' fault. It was WWE's fault. But it was crap this week, and fans just want something different. And then the last hour was okay. The last hour was all right. I like the ending of the show per se because we're getting something different. That's all. And that's the reason why I like Sting versus Seth Rollins. It's something different. It's different. It's something fresh. And Sting has proven to us that he can have a good match. So you know what? We'll give it a shot. It couldn't hurt, right? Give me your thoughts about Raw down below. And I guess I'm going to give the show a B. I'm going to give the show a B. I felt like there was enough to keep me entertained and really just make me go, okay, that was a good show. Could it have been better? Yes. Honestly, if they had booked the Divas better, I could have given it an A. But the crappy booking of the Divas just really brought it down. It really did. It was just a B show to me. Fair enough? Cool. Let's read your comments. I think I am going to enjoy reading what you guys have to say about the show. Because I'm pretty sure I either pissed a lot of people off or they all agree with me. Let's see. Going down. Eric Rowan will be future endeavored. Yeah, I can see that coming down the line. That's probably what's going to happen. It was cool having him, but we got Braun Strowman now. We do. All right. I thought Kane was going to come out and attack Rollins and not Sting. Oh my God, if it would have been Kane, oh God, I'm happy it was Sting. I am so happy it was Sting because if it was Kane, I would have just hated it so much. I would have just hated the show. Overall, I would have hated it. I would have hated it if it was Kane. I'm glad it wasn't Kane. I give the show an A+. Why? Because the Dudley Boys are back. Jon Stewart got an AA by John Cena. The Divas looking fine as ever. And Sting, which is by far the best ending I've ever seen. Okay. That's you, man. I gave it a B, so I think it was a good show, so I'm not hating on that. Let's see here. This could have been a turnaround for WWE Creative and the direction of the WWE after constant weeks of the same old shit. Up until this damage control bullshit they tried to pull with John Cena. They really tried to brainwash the masses into thinking this guy is worthy. I lost respect for Ric Flair when he co-signed for John Cena to be the guy to break his record. Or to tie his record, not break it. Yeah, Ric Flair turned heel tonight. He turned heel. Ric Flair turned heel tonight when he said John Cena to break his record. He did. No more 10-second fights with Lana and Summer Rae. I want to see them wrestle in the ring. And so do I. We might get a mixed tag. We're going to get a mixed tag, I'm pretty sure, at Night of Champions. It was Sheamus who was pinned. Was it Sheamus who was pinned? Who did I say was pinned? Oh, I said it was Rusev. Sorry. Thank you. I don't remember who was fucking pinned. It was Sheamus who was pinned. That makes a lot of sense because he was out on the outside. Gotcha. Maybe Ric Flair would go heel on Cena eventually. How cool would that be? It would make a lot more sense if Ric Flair went heel on Cena and cost him his shot. Would be nice. Two things we as wrestling fans never thought would have been broken or going to end, and that would be the streak and Ric Flair's 16 championship record. Yeah. Let's just be glad it wasn't ended by the exact same guy, because I'm pretty sure that was in the plans. They're paying Ric Flair to put John Cena over. Yeah, they are. We know they are. I just realized tonight that majority of the matches were tag team. Wait a minute. Wait. Was all the matches tag team matches tonight? Yeah. New Day, Lucha Dragons. Ambrose and Reigns versus Wyatt and Luke Harper. Divas Revolution. Holy crap! Every match tonight was a tag team match! What the hell? We didn't get a singles match tonight. My mind is blown. I cannot believe we didn't get a singles match tonight. Who called that out? Slasher Con. Thumbs up, buddy. I'm giving you a thumbs up. Thank you for that. Oh my god. Wow, I did not know about that. Oh man. This revolution isn't going to start until Nikki drops the belt. So pretty much after she breaks the record. Or AJ Lee's record. Wonderful. I hope Vince heard that we want Sasha chance at SummerSlam and Raw. I hope you watched the match between her and Bayley last Saturday, because that was freaking awesome. Few more, then I'm going to go ahead and head out, guys. Am I going to Night of Champions? Yes, I am. I will be there live. And if what I might do is after the show, I will record myself on the ride home and probably upload that. But I don't know. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do that review. If it's not recorded from my cell phone, I might just, I don't know, schedule a late live review and then do it then. We'll see what happens. But I am going to it live. And one more. Let me read one more. I'm gonna get here. You gave the show a C+. Fair enough. I still think it was a B. I love Bo Dallas. I love him too. And just, everything else is cool. Guys, a good Raw. Passable SummerSlam. Not even passable, but kind of disappointing. But overall, it has some good points. It has some bad points. But it was definitely one of the weaker SummerSlams I've seen. Give me your thoughts about everything down below and keep the discussion going. Facebook, YouTube, Patreon. You know what to do, guys. This is your boy, Deluxe Man, signing off. You guys take care. Peace.